Hello everybody, thank you for joining us. Today we are going to draw a Kung Fu stance. So it's a person assuming one of the many stances in Kung Fu, so it's a Kung Fu pose. We're going to draw the tiger stance, so one of the tiger stances. There's a lot of foreshortening in here, so what we're doing is this central point of the body. The head and the collar will be here. We might as well put the head right here because there won't really be much movement from the head because it's focused toward the viewer in this case. So we have the shoulder set right here, delts right there, and the corresponding delt right there. So that is the level of foreshortening we are looking at. So because that is the twist in the frame that is being utilized in this pose. So lower body, we'll just go like this. So one arc there, and then another arc coming right up. That is a thigh. And this is where the foreshortening instance comes in. So nice big knee, and that is the shin and the calf area, and the foot is going to go there. And then the other foot, we have we have options to go right back, come in. Let's have a look at the framework here. The other foot somewhere around there. Now that is the core framework, and what we're going to do is put down just a few different options, but the body remains as it is. The central point of the body. Let's say that we're giving you some Kung Fu slacks. Or you could draw anatomy over it, but let's just do Kung Fu slacks because this is a Kung Fu pose. Nice loose Kung Fu slacks. And you could Google images, you will find a lot of stuff out there. So Kung Fu slacks have been thrown in place, and there is the foot. Now if you see, we have some other videos that focus on quite a few different martial arts stances, poses, or general martial arts poses, but this one is particularly a Kung Fu pose. So the tiger stance usually adopted by people who have mastered the craft up to a certain degree. So there's the upper arm, forearm, like that, and nice big hand, or the palm is going to show like that. It's an open palm stance. And then there's a lot of foreshortening where that hand is going right back, forearm right there, and it ends with the hand and palm right there. Of course the body is going to go like that, and we'll just put out so the tiger claws are part of our framework here. So it's like that the person has claws and he's ready to lash out like a tiger. Hence the name of the tiger stance. It also involves stealth. And sometimes people also infuse elements of this conventional and Shaolin Kung Fu with the more improvised Wing Chun. So this hand going right back, and we are going to do the open tiger. Well, these are partly claws, not like real claws, but so partly open hands, and that's it. That hand is not, it didn't come out right, so we're going to fix that. I guess we're going to do it with the marker because it'll be more visible, because it is supposed to go like that and not like this. So it's supposed to it's supposed to stick out like that. So that is the proper placement, and of course let's put that here, and so nose, eyes and mouth. Now we can imagine that we are looking at the person slightly from an angle from bottom to top, but it won't change the perspective dramatically, but it's just enough to give us that little feeling that yes, you're looking at him from this particular point of view. So we'll just put in some quick tones here. They really work. Let's say that we have those Kung Fu shoes on. So nowadays, like some people like do not just adhere to the core skill set provided by the craft, and it ends up as an amalgam of different elements, hence the phrase mixed martial arts. But without having to go into the octagon, one could infuse the styles one is knowledgeable in. For instance, karate. I know someone who effortlessly infused karate with a bout of wrestling and boxing. So he was disciplined in all three. Karate more than wrestling or boxing, but then he also got into wrestling, and he was able to actually use that in competitions that were not necessarily karate or not necessarily wrestling or boxing, but just a goodwill mutual contest during a sports meet. So there we have it with some tones, and I think that these stances can be used for different purposes. So it can be a Kung Fu stance, but it can also be used in like illustrations where we have to perhaps show the person in a particular kind of pose that has been assumed, but not necessarily a Kung Fu pose. For instance, if there's an object hurling toward the person and he has this power, and you have to show him from this angle, So that leg does not need to be up in that case. So what we could do is bring that other leg like right down, and nice and big, of course, and place it sort of like that, and that would like make like a pushing pose out of this. I mean, that's a little too tall there, but we would probably go and place it here somewhere, and it would like still work in like a push or repel pose. So different purposes and different elements brought together to bring about that image. Thank you for watching. We put out content pretty much every day, so please do subscribe, keep in touch, let us share ideas. Have yourself a wonderful day.